Well, Japan's population is one of the most rapidly ageing in the world, and the effects are being felt across every part of society. Over 60s are now the fastest growing group of prison inmates, and that's forcing authorities to rethink the design of jails. Al Jazeera's David Hawkins visited one of Japan's model prisons for the elderly.
It's 6:40 a.m., time for roll call at the Onomichi prison, a prison unlike any other in Japan. The average age of the inmates incarcerated in this special cell block is 70. Over the last 10 years, the number of Japanese prisoners over 60 years old has nearly tripled. Faced with a population that's aging even faster than the rest of the country, Japan is adapting its prisons to meet the special needs of elderly inmates.
It's a big problem because we expect much more. In more and more, we would have elderly prisoners. In Japanese prison, one guard controls 100 inmates. It's normal. So they need more personal attention, individual attentions. But we have a shortage of prison guards.
Many of the elderly inmates just can't keep up with the rigorous, strict regime demanded of younger prisoners. Special railings installed in hallways and toilets help steady the feeble. Cells, workshops, and exercise areas are all on the same floor to accommodate wheelchairs and walkers, and so the prisoners don't fall on the stairs. They're given light work and extra medical attention. Some have weak hearing or poor eyesight. Others are suffering from dementia or the early symptoms of Alzheimer's.
The warden won't let the inmates talk to us, so it's hard to know what they think about this place. But prison officials consider this elderly cell block a model facility and plan to build 3 more prisons just like it.
The new prisons will house about 1,000 inmates, only those most in need of assistance.
We don't want to make them feel too comfortable because it is a prison after all. We have to prepare them to re-enter society where life can be difficult. We don't want them thinking it's easier in prison.
The prisoners get 3 healthy meals a day, a roof over their heads, and importantly for some, something to do, people to talk to. Many of the inmates are homeless men with nowhere to go when they finish their sentences.
So some of the inmates just committed a small theft and go to the police box and police stations to ask them to arrest, to return to prison. Because prison is more safer.
You'd never mistake this place for a nursing home, but for many of the elderly prisoners here, doing hard time behind bars beats growing old on the outside. David Hawkins, Al Jazeera, Onomichi, Japan.